Yeah, guys, we're at Daytona International Speedway. Speedway, guys. Yeah, it's all windy, but I don't care. It's so big in real life. We're finally at Daytona. It's the final day of Florida, and we're ending it off with a bang.
Events that we have here, we have it's not a lapped race, that's a timed race. In fact, it lasts 24 hours from that first second to that last second. In February, we have Speed Weeks, followed by that great Daytona 500. And then in March, guys, we have a couple events here. We participate in what Daytona calls Bike Week. We have a couple motorcycle races here. One of them is the dirt track racing, and that happens to be in the front stretch and in the quarter-mile dirt track. We also have the sport bikes, and when they come out here to race, they have the whole 3.5 miles of our racetracks. And then also in that month of March, we also have what we call a turkey rod run. If you guys have never heard of that, that's one of the largest car shows and vending shows for automotive in the Central Florida area. In fact, they take up the whole 180 acres that we have that in. If you guys are looking for a part for a muscle car or for an antique, you come out here to that turkey rod run, and I'm sure you will be able to find that part. Now in August, we have that Wawa 250 coming up, as well as the Coca-Cola Zero 400. And guys, if I'm not mistaken, we're back on track with full capacity. Now in November, we also have that turkey rod run come up during Thanksgiving weekend. It's a smaller version of the other one, but still, it's a still pretty good size event. In December, we have the Magic of Lights. That's a drive-through Christmas show. That's a pretty cool thing to drive through there at night. And then also in December, we have a triathlon. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit about that a little later. Like I said, you guys came at a great day, man. You guys are going to be able to get out on that track. We're actually going to be able to get out on the start-finish line. And then we're going to go into Victory Lane. We're going to spend some time in Victory Lane. And then we're going to end up in one of these entrances, the Sunoco entrance. And we're going to go upstairs in that first level. We're going to be able to look out in the entire 180-acre infield. And then I'll drop you guys off back in the back of the museum. Then you guys can go in there. But at this time, guys, I would like to play a short message from three-time winner of the Daytona 500, Mr. Jeff Gordon. Looks like somebody lost the hat.
Hi, this is three-time Daytona 500 champion Jeff Gordon. I'm pleased to welcome all of you to Daytona International Speedway. Nearly 60 years ago, a small-town auto mechanic named Bill France Sr. dreamed of creating a racetrack that was bigger, faster, and more exciting than any before it. In the ensuing decades, his belief in big dreams transformed Daytona International Speedway into the world's center of racing. Synonymous with names like Petty, Earnhardt, and Allison, Daytona International Speedway has captured the imaginations of the millions who have set foot on these hallowed grounds. Now, Bill France's dream has taken yet another step forward with the reimagination of this American icon, blending the modern amenities that today's sports fans demand with the heritage that race fans expect from Daytona. As 2016 saw the closest finish in the history of the Great American Race, it not only conjured memories of Johnny Beauchamp and Lee Petty's 3Y photo finish in the inaugural 1959 Daytona 500, but reminded race fans everywhere that a reimagined race experience hadn't changed the core of what Bill France envisioned decades ago. welcome to the World Center of Racing.
All right, just as you guys saw me pick up one of those fans' hat, I've radioed in. They're going to get those back to the to those fans here soon. That's like I was telling you, if you've got anything that falls off, guys, just check what the area that you're in, and we will retrieve it for you. We have a tram that comes through every 30 minutes, so we'll grab that for you guys. Now, guys, besides those few handfuls of events that I was talking to you about a little early, we also have a couple shows during the year. One of them we just had, it was a real large RV show. Here soon we're going to have another one of our shows. It's going to be our boating show. It's going to be right here in the parking lot in front of you to our right. If you guys happen to be looking to get into the boating industry, or you guys would like to trade in one of your older boats, this is definitely the place you want to do it. Those boating industries are out here, and they're willing to give you guys real good Daytona International Speedway. Yes, it is. It's like mine.
On the train.
You see, when fans are watching one of our races on TV, and those TV cameras pan from one end to the other, it makes it look like all those seats are full. But guys, you know as well as I do, during those normal years, we've not had a normal year in a couple of years, during that great Daytona 500, all those seats are full. Next, guys, I'd like to talk to you about that World Center of Racing building. All the way to the rooftop. That building stands 16.5 stories tall. That's 165 feet, guys. From the top of that building, you can actually see the ocean from there. All right, guys, on top of that roof, from that NASCAR icon beside the word world, from all the way to the left, that area is for those people that rent the suites, one glass level down. Then right above the word world, you'll see a cutout on that railing system. That area is for all the TV cameras that help promote our races worldwide. And then from that word world all the way to the right, that area is for our spotters. Every one of our drivers and cars have one spotter watching over their every moves, trying to keep them guys out of trouble. Like I said, that first glass level up above, that's for those that rent the suites. The next one down, that's where all those commentators happen to be sitting while you're watching one of our races on TV. Next is the Tri-Oval Club seats, those black and white seats. The benefits of those seats, guys, is you're right in the middle of the front stretch. You're also right in front of the flagman. You're also right in front of that start-finish line, and you're in front of victory lane. So that's the benefits of those seats. And guys, this area that we're on right now on our road course, this area right now, this is what we call our bus stop. All right, guys, now we're getting ready to come out at the other end of backstretch. Like I said, backstretch is 3,000 feet in length with a 3% grade, guys, and that's mainly for rain runoff. Now, guys, I was talking to you a little earlier about the dimensions of turn 1 and 2 being the same as turn 3 and 4. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to try to get as close as I can to that 31 degrees. I can't go on it, but I sure would like to take you guys up on it, but the track wouldn't let me. So I'm going to try to get as close as I can, guys. Now, picture you guys, those cars hitting the back stretch at 190 to 200 miles an hour. Then they hit this 31 degrees. I don't know if you guys have seen our races, but you know those G forces has got to be pretty rough on those drivers. As you take a look to the right as we're coming off out of this turn 3, you can actually see those tire marks heading up to that inner safer barrier. Now guys, if you take a look to the left, a little bit past this grassy area, you'll also see our inner safer barrier as well. What do you think of that embankment, guys? Like I said, you're going to see a lot of things here you won't see on TV. That is one of the benefits of our tours. And like I said, guys, one of the other things we're going to get ready and do, we're going to leave the tram, we're going to get out, and we're going to walk on the start-finish line. You guys are going to be really surprised once we get over there.
Under the yellow line, so they push them up here, and then they get squished over there, and then they fall. So 3 wide is a little bit more better. 2 wide is good. 1 wide is.
All right, guys. As we're leaving turn 4, I'd like to direct your attention to the left here, to this asphalt area right out here to your left. This area is called our skid pad. And the reason for that is exactly what it sounds like. When those cars come out of turn 4 and they get loose on them, those guys happen to come out here in this area, and then they can regain the control of their cars and start going back into the racing. Therefore, instead of hitting that interior wall. Now guys, like I said, we're getting ready to get out the first time. We're going to stop at start-finish line. Guys, if you happen to have a pencil or a marker, or a pen, or one of you mamas have a broken crayon floating at the bottom of your guys' purse, bring out those utensils, guys, because when we stop and get out at the start-finish line, you guys are going to be able to write your name on that start-finish line, take a picture, and you guys will have another memory. Now, guys, at the start-finish line, there's a couple of rules that we must obey. One of them is, please do not get on the grass, and the other one is, please do not write on the wall. And guys, when we come to a halt, please stay seated until I do stop the tram, and then I'll come back and I'll unhook those chains for you. Now guys, front stretch happens to be 3,800 feet in length, and you're going to see at that start-finish line that it's 18 degrees, guys. That's a little bit more than half of what our 4 corners are. You will be surprised. The best way to go up this start-finish line, guys, walk up it backwards. When you walk back down to the tram, walk forwards, but lean back. I've seen people walk right out of their shoes off this 18 degrees, and I've seen a lady in 2-inch heels attempt this, and it didn't work out too well for her. So guys, please be careful. This is not your normal asphalt that you would find out there on the streets. This one is real sharp, almost like diamonds. That's the reason why these cars can only get about 40 laps per tire. What we have now is the fountain.
Yeah, guys, it's super steep. Oh, wow.
Like I said, I told you how to get up this the easiest way. I told you how not to get up it. Like I said, I've seen people.
I'm gonna sign here the markers. Okay, I'm gonna sign the finish line. Here we go.
That was my name. That's my name. Is it? Yeah. No.
I can't write anything. Sign on the wall, I guess. Okay.
Be careful and hey, don't move.
Want me to hold it? Yeah. Here.
A picture. And you go write your name.
All right, guys, if I can have you
Okay, I will use
one
it.
second.
I don't need a
We have 60 minutes to show you 480 acres of nothing but fun. Like I said, the last part of the tour, we're going to be up into one of the entrances. We're going to be looking out over the whole 180
So
acres.
guys, that's my
The
signature
time that we spend
2021.
up there is all about you guys. If you guys come together when I ask you to, get back on the tram, the more time we're going to be able to spend up there, okay? It takes 30 minutes just to drive around this place and not ever get off the tram. Like I said, we're going to make 3 stops. I want you guys to see everything that we have to offer, guys. So with that being said, when I say let's go back on the tram, let's go ahead. You guys got time right here.
Wow, this is so steep. On TV.
You guys aren't riding on the wall, are you? No. Yeah, you are. I told you guys not to do it.
God. We went to Daytona. Dude, this is so steep. This is what I was walking on. It's like this. Can't zoom in anymore, but it's so steep. See? Look how steep it is.
Yes, please be
I'm gonna
careful
fall.
walking on this track, guys.
I just went to Daytona International Speedway. Let's go.
Lean back, sir.
Okay.
You lean back, it's a lot easier. You surprised at this 18?
Yeah, guys. Yeah.
Speed limits on pit road, 155 miles an hour for the Cup cars, Xfinity cars, and trucks, 35 for those Rolex cars. It so happens that those speed limit rules are the one that's most broken here at the track. Something else you're going to see here that you won't see on TV. I'm going to point it out to you in just a minute. On TV, it looks like we have 40 pits. That's not entirely true. And I'll show you what I mean by then. Just like those large high-rises sometimes leave out that number 13 for superstitious reasons. Apparently, Mr. Bill France was a little on the superstitious side as well. All right, thank you, buddy. Like I was talking about that number 13, if you look at our pits on TV, it looks like we have 40 of them. That's not entirely true. So if you start your counting at 11, 12, 12A, and then 14. Apparently, Mr. Bill France Sr. was somewhat on the superstitious side. Like I said, that's one more thing that you won't happen to be able to see on TV. Now guys, this area that we're getting into right now is called our chute, and that will lead us right into Victory Lane. You're going to see more of Victory Lane than you ever did on TV, guys. Now guys, we have a couple rules in here that we must go by. Nobody can be on top of that stage nor in the bleachers. You guys can take as many pictures as you guys would like standing in front of that stage. And if you want, you could probably talk somebody into taking a picture of your whole family. While you're doing it, I'm going to talk to you about that glass building behind you. Alright guys, ready to go to Victory Lane? Alright. That's where all the hoopla suites. But the cool thing about this building, guys, is underneath that canopy up there, we have 200 seats. They're called Presidential Row. With every one of those ticket holders, everything that they can eat and drink comes with it. And I'm sure that also involves alcohol and beverages. So, you guys can spend a few dollars up there to save you some money. Don't ask me what it costs up there. I don't know, and it's probably way more than my pockets will hold. All right, guys, if you've ever seen one... To drive by this little road course that they happen to set up, mainly to take a look at that rock formation, because, guys, that rock formation is the same 31 degrees as all of our four corners. Now guys, if you happen to look to your right at those 5 replicas of those Toyota cars they're running this year, those cars happen to be perched on the same 31 degrees. Alright guys, if you look ahead of us to the left, you'll see one of our 2 pedestrian crossover bridges crossing over the International Speedway over to 1 Daytona. If you guys have got some time to spare, hop on over there guys to 1 Daytona. They got a lot of things to offer. They got that Bass Pro Shop. That's a pretty cool thing to walk through. They've got a lot of places to eat in there. They also have a lot of places for retail stores. They've got also a luxury theater called the Cobb Theater with reclining seats as well as a full bar. But guys, what I'd like to direct your attention to now is that large glass building across the street. That one with no signage. And the reason for that, guys, you're looking at the back. If you do want to see the front, you know what you'll have to do. You'll have to go over there to cross the street to 1 Daytona. Now guys, inside that building, we have the offices of NASCAR, the offices of the Daytona International Speedway, as well as the offices for IMSA, which stands for International Motorsports Association. Alright guys, we're getting ready to leave the tram one more time. Now guys, this time's a little different. This area here is open to the public, so please take everything that you have with you. I'd hate for you guys to come back out here and something would be missing.
We're going on to the grandstand. I just went up the stairs. And I'm not going back down with the stairs. I'm going down with the escalator. It's a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Oh, just kidding. Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, sure. It's so weird. Oh, seats are on there. It's so much. Your turn. Go. This is the seat. I'm sitting on a red one. Okay, guys, look at the seats. If we put a Harvest card in there, they just go really fast down. Guys. All the sponsors, I guess. Cup Series. Bush, Coca-Cola, Geico, Xfinity, Cup Series, Bush, Coca-Cola, Geico, Cup Series. So all these. The Sunoco. Oh my god, this is gonna be a really long vlog. Yeah. Yeah, I was kidding. Okay, seats. Wait. Seats fold up. I have to put it down. And then, okay. Again. Come guys. Cars will be. goes here. Can't touch it. And then we got the actual kitchen helmet. Brad Keselowski. Yeah, Brad. No, I don't know what his name is. It's not him, but yeah. Let me go there. That's another real one. More that one. F1. Yeah. Dylan Hart Senior. The Rex. A boat. Speedboat. Richard Petty's car. Jeff Gordon. A Porsche. Another one. Target. Dylan Hart Senior. Drag shoe. I don't know what that is. I don't know. A bike and one car. Oh, look at those cars burning. You guys gotta see this one. Whoa, bro. A tow hook too. Dude, look at the I thought you could.